Why did it happen that way?
Welcome to a pilot podcast.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, where it's 400,000 degrees.
Oh my God, it's so hot in this studio.
What if we just turn it on? We just tell people right now, the AC's going to be on. It's 70 fucking degrees in here.
I think we
just
need the
skyrocketing.
If you guys want podcast hosts, we need AC.
Yeah, just go turn the AC on right now.
You want me to?
Go do it right now.
All right. Are we pausing or are you just going to continue?
No, I'm just going to keep talking.
We're going to banter until you're back. So while she's turning the air conditioning
So Franny. Hot or not?
Would slam or not slam?
Yeah. Is it smash or pass?
I mean, she's wife material. Right?
I always thought
she
so.
just, I think, almost put a Reese cup wrapper on my lap for some reason. I don't know why. It's like she found like a rogue one and was like, "Here, this is gonna sit on your lap."
Oh my God, Franny. Ridiculous. So anyway, we're a pilot podcast.
Woo.
We do podcasts with AC on anyway.
Mm-hmm. AC, CL.
CL.
Just all the letters.
That's 3 letters at most.
4.
AC, CL.
Okay, but like 4 letters, 3 specifically different letters.
Not all C's are created equal.
This is like a weird like ransom letter. We're just using Scrabble pieces anyway.
So anyway, you might know us from a video called a Pilot Pod episode. What was it? 3? Glee Pokemon,
yeah, something like that.
You might know us from
Glee
you might
Pokemon.
Know what's wrong?
I mean, I don't know if the AC's on, but I definitely did something. So I don't know. I don't know how to do any of that kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it gets any cooler in the studio or not.
Are you sure?
We could just open up the window and they could hear it in the background. Could be sweet, soothing sounds.
Oh, do you guys want to hear like some country?
That sounds socially awkward. Just doing, because it's also like the studio's in the front of our house, so like all of our neighbors are gonna see. Yeah,
but you know they already do, right?
It's just a free live show at that point.
I mean,
people who don't care.
Whenever somebody has the window up while we're doing this,
yeah,
you know, everybody can see us sitting here talking on microphones. They know that that's what we're doing.
It's episode 7, by the way. Pokemon and Glee.
Yeah, you might know it from that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first one we ever recorded, but the 7th one we ever uploaded.
That's crazy.
Can we just pause real fast so you can do the AC? Because I know you know how to do it.
No, just keep talking. This is fun.
This
is like a little bit. I like this.
Okay.
We never go over 2 hours, so this might be people's chance to get that extra content of us trying to turn on the AC.
You know
what? Want to see our like?
I have a message for somebody who's a host on our other podcast.
Oh, okay.
Don't leave Madison. Don't leave Reese cup wrappers on the floor.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Didn't know we were attacking people.
Attacking
here.
Madison.
Oh.
This is a test to see if you listen to the other podcasts
see if she watches.
That you're affiliated with. Anyways, have we gone over what we're talking about today or anything like that? Or have we just been bantering?
No, we haven't.
Sweet banter.
Today, we are going to be reliving the magic, and we're recreating the Pokemon Glee video with High School Musical, the musical, the series, and Digimon.
I mean, it's just like the off-brand. It's like we went to Kmart for both, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I don't know how it's going to go.
Logan said I stole his Kmart joke, but I don't think I did. I think I came up with the Kmart joke.
They closed all of the Kmarts around here.
I know. What a loss. What a loss. I feel like
it's on. I hear it now.
I feel like Kmart would be just a COVID nightmare. So maybe a good thing.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
That place was fucking disgusting.
I mean, it was usually pretty grimy.
You're not on the mic, so whatever you say right now is not getting heard.
He's just talking in the room.
Logan's just like loud talking in the room, hoping you guys hear him.
So let's introduce ourselves. I'm CL.
Actually, I was going to say, hold on. Hold the phone.
Okay, we're holding.
This is a rare like outtake banter shit that you guys don't normally get. We normally cut this kind of shit or restart.
We might even still, who knows? But Kmart. All right, so one time I went into a Kmart and I was looking at a fancy wallet, right? Uh-huh. And I for some reason, when I was walking around with my friends, put the wallet in my pocket, and I accidentally shoplifted Kmart. So then I was like, oh no, because like the young boy in me who's afraid of eternal doom with Christ and whatnot, it's like, I don't want to burn in hell. Because at the time, that's what mental illness is. And I went, back to the Kmart. I said, "Hello, adult who's in charge. I accidentally took this wallet and I'm trying to give it back." And he said, "Just keep it."
Wow, what a lesson learned.
It was like a $35 like leather wallet.
That's so weird.
I remember I bought
Just keep it. He said.
I bought Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban on GameCube at Kmart.
Wow.
And it was supposed to be $49.99, and the lady rung it up as a DVD, so I got it for like $19.99.
That's amazing.
And I
That
didn't
is
tell
amazing.
anyone, and I felt so dirty. But I loved
You felt like you did Warner Brothers dirty.
I know. I was like, I did something bad. Like,
Yeah, no, J.K. Rowling's out there somewhere listening.
she's penniless and crying.
Yeah,
She's like,
penniless.
I need that $49.99.
Yeah.
God.
And I'll only ever be a woman when I do it. Anyway. Anywho.
I'm CL. Who are you guys?
I'm Franny.
Logan.
Got it.
There you go.
To check my Rolodex.
All right, what are we going to talk about first? I feel like we should talk about Digimon first. I'm very
Digimon?
fresh
Wow,
on
that's
it.
an interesting take.
What are
I'm
we talking
ready.
about first? Pokemon or
I think
Glee?
it was Glee.
Okay.
So we want to mix it
do you
up?
wanna switch
Mix
it
it up
or
for this
do we
one.
I
wanna-
think that if this one wants to exist as the reboot it is, it has to live by its own rules. And you felt the initiative to start with Digimon,
So
and
we're
that's
gonna
what we'll
start with
do.
Digimon.
I just, I
Okay.
have
Reboots
Digimon
are always
thoughts.
bad if they repeat all the same things.
So I watched it. Hold on. Let me mark the timestamp. Here we go. Okay, so I watched Digimon this morning on my phone while at work and getting ready for the day and everything. Oh my God. I hate it. I was not expecting the monsters to talk. That was terrifying. One is just a talking head. I have notes. I have like real thoughts on this Digimon shit.
I'm so excited.
All right, hold on.
I feel like we need to get into like what we normally do.
Get into that.
First, do the wiki, all that stuff.
Get into that while I go. Turn off the AC.
Is it too loud?
I'll read the Digimon Wikipedia.
We don't sacrifice quality for
While
you guys.
read that. So the general just Digimon Wikipedia is Digimon, branded as Digimon Digital Monsters, is a Japanese media franchise encompassing virtual pet toys, anime, manga, video games, films, and a trading card game. The franchise focuses on the self-titled creatures who inhabit a digital world, a parallel universe that originated from Earth's various communication networks. It has like, I think 6 separate series.
Wow.
The first one was called Digimon Adventures. It aired in 1999 in Japan, and it came over to America with 20-minute episodes. That I think it only ran for like a year, actually, but it spawned like a great movie and so on and so forth. So
This
Okay.
is important. We need the pause.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get ready to pause. Ready to pause. We're back. Okay.
air conditioning is sorted now.
We're done messing with it. We promise, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will
are we
and
going to
Paul.
go over what happens in the first episode? Is it coherent enough? Because I don't think it is.
I
I
think,
couldn't tell you what happened.
some kids go camping, and instead of a serial killer, they're ran into by tiny little kaijus.
Okay, I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
The Digimon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they computer programs?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
The fuck? Okay.
They materialize in the real world like Code Bliocos.
Okay.
Did you not listen to the Wikipedia page?
I did, but I was so confused. You know,
This show is a representation of how little they knew about the internet and what it was
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah, definitely.
question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it come before or after Pokemon?
Obviously after. It is literally the
All the
Kmart
names,
version. Yeah.
all of the names are literally something Mon. Like
Yes.
literally sound
No.
like Pokemon. One literally sounds like Pokemon.
You have to understand that they looked at Pokemon and went, all right, we're gonna do monsters and everything, and they didn't want to be like as creative because they thought kids couldn't remember all these wild names. But what they really did was they saw, one thing that kids complain about with Pokemon is that their Pokemon evolve and sometimes they aren't as cute as the little versions. Let's make it to where they can be cute like the little versions and fucking awesome like the big versions, and that's how Digimon came to be.
I don't like that they talk. It's so creepy.
The talking's weird. I've always felt weird about it. And then later on, they still talk, but you notice like as the shows go on, they get less talky. You know what I'm saying?
They talk so much in this first episode.
They're chatty little bitches in this first episode.
It caught me so off guard. I was not expecting them to talk.
So
it
chatty.
just seems
interesting.
It just seems unnecessary.
They
like
gossip,
it seems
dude.
like too much.
They do.
It's like instead of Gossip Girl, it's Gossip Greymon.
It's Gossip Mom.
God.
Everybody loves Greymon.
Everybody loves Greymon.
I'm gonna put a meme on this video. It's the cover photo for Everybody Loves Raymond, and where Raymond is just Greymon. So it's Everybody Loves Greymon.
Oh,
they really felt the need to give us like 6 main characters too.
I don't know. I think Ty is the main character.
Ty is the main character, and then like everyone else is kind of secondary.
Yeah. They give us
a lot.
I don't know. They gave us like an ensemble. I think the issue with the ensemble is that one of them is like, my thing is looking like a pilgrim. Like that's my personality trait. And I find that to be upsetting. Other montage shows can be good. Yeah, the girl with the hat, with the pilgrim hat.
Oh.
She looks like she's permanently gardening.
Mimi?
Yeah.
She just looks lesbian.
That permanently gardening lesbian, but not the point.
I guess representation,
sure. But the
She
issue
looks
is
like a
that
cottagecore lesbian.
but that's my point. Is she's like, if she really is lesbian, she's a token lesbian because that's her only personality trait is being a gardener.
Except the lesbian's like the one with the helmet.
Mm.
It doesn't matter who's the lesbian. My point stands to this. The issue has nothing to do with who's a lesbian or who's not. It has everything to do with the fact that if she is a lesbian, that's her only character trait. Otherwise, she has 0. I think that an ensemble cast is awesome. Like, for instance, Power Rangers is like a good example of an ensemble cast, or, not to give Friends any kudos, but Friends, where the characters have their individual differences that makes it interesting that they're all on screen. This does not have that.
Excuse you, there is an interesting character trait. All right, Matt, he's cool. Matt
is cool.
He plays guitar.
Cody, did you have a crush on Matt?
No. I had a crush on the lesbian. I had a crush on Sora.
I always call that guy Kaiba because he's really just Kaiba in a different show.
He looks like he
has the annoying little brother too, right?
Yes. And he's like, I was Kaiba in a different life because they have like the same like little weird pointed face.
Yep. It's very much like the same character trait of like, I'm a cool guy, but I'm always going to be second to the weird fucking kid.
He's just so cool.
He's the Vegeta
I couldn't
of the
handle
show.
how cool he was.
And like the thing is too is like you think he's all like dark, and sometimes maybe you don't agree with what he does, but like he's a bad boy, and like that's why we like him. Like that's not a character trait, dog.
Hot.
It's not a character trait. None of them have characters. No. I think Greymon is the only character.
Excuse you. One is younger than everybody. That's his character trait.
Well, also, isn't he like the little brother of somebody?
Yeah, that's his whole character.
I mean, that is almost a character trait.
That is close.
You're like the youngest in the group of like all these older kids, and you're like, I don't want to fucking be here.
That's solid. Well, isn't he like over hyperactive? Like, I want to be here.
Yeah. That makes sense. I guess that is more what it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's like the excitable little guy. He's like that kid from Les Mis who gets murdered.
So like, were kids really into this one?
Yeah, but for the reasons that I said, the fact that it's basically Pokemon, but you get to keep them cute as well as
this also.
Monster. I feel like that is like so on the nose for you too, specifically. Because I feel like you are that person who's like, but they were so much cuter when they were small. I wish they could be small again.
I will purposely play a Pokemon game and not evolve some things.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't like the evolution.
The weird thing about like, I feel like with Pokemon, you can tell it's like a product from another country. But Digimon feels like America's ripoff of Pokemon, and I don't know if it's like made in Japan or anything.
It's Japanese.
It feels American.
I was just laughing because I was thinking about like how Cody said that he like stops evolutions. Like, is that what you're doing right now with yourself? You're just stopping.
He's just like, I'm cool.
I'm good as I've been. I'm good being the exact way I've been since I've been 17.
You're like, I was cuter when I was like 12 years old, so I'm just gonna stop aging here. But
I'm just gonna regress.
I'm not gonna go on to 7th grade, but thank you.
Thank you for the offer, but I like
appreciate
this.
it.
I like this spot.
Middle school's not for me.
I feel it.
That's why
middle school's not for anybody.
So Digimon's for the ultimate like what's a word for it?
Fucking nerd.
No, for like the ultimate like not try hard. For the ultimate like kind of kid.
Yeah.
Who needs to grow?
Yeah, I feel like you could get this one without paying a lick of attention.
Yeah, no. And also for a pilot, it's really bad. Like
it's a bad pilot.
It's a bad pilot.
It's long.
Because here's the thing too, like this concept is proven. Pokemon does exist. You can make something remotely entertaining with this.
Yeah.
And the Digimon movie slaps. So
good.
I actually do want, for a kid's movie, like I understand that it's not really as epic as it comes off and it's like a little corny, but like it's still really fun. That movie's really, really fun. This show is not. It's not fun. I wasn't having fun at any point. I watched it twice because I watched half of it with you guys and then I finished that half. And then before we did this, I just rewatched the whole thing. And the conclusion I've come to is it's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Were either of you guys like into this as a kid? Like you kind of said you were.
I mean, like in the way that like I wasn't really paying attention, but every once in a while, like it would be on TV, and like for instance, I got more involved with either the second or third one, or maybe it was the second one. It was like this red guy instead of Greymon.
Yeah,
I loved that. It was really a fun show. And then there was a blue guy in the middle, right?
Guillaumon, I think. Yeah, he's Vmon. Vmon's blue guy.
Yeah, like
wow, Greymon looks a lot like Charmander.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, that was the point. Yeah. that was
Wait,
that was
I
want
to see what his height is. He is approximately. Wow, Greymon is approximately 49.2 feet to 65.6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Though in Digimon, the movie, the first Greymon scene is much larger.
Same.
Reaching possibly 98.4 feet tall.
To be fair, the movie was cinematic and over the top. So they even made Greymon himself like cinematic and over the top.
Have you seen the Japanese dub, like the Japanese version of the first movie where like Greymon's attacking and then he's going like raw? Mm-hmm. They use a Japanese actor and he goes ah!
That's awesome.
It's like a woman scream.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. I loved it.
And like you can see like in the movie too, like they had a love for like kaiju films, and like they really are just like little kaijus. Like they're not exactly like Pokemon because they have these weird abilities that cause them to get larger and shrink, and like they also have like a weird dependency to their Digivolve owner and shit. Unlike how Pokemon can kind of just, if they're getting fucked with, they can be like, well, fuck you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a little different. It feels more like an extension of the person who owns it because they don't collect 6; they have 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So that is the interesting part where it's more of like a soul tie thing, but at the same time, they travel so much together. It's like they have a traveling team of Pokemon, just where every trainer owns 1.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be better if they spent more time away from everybody. I don't like all these characters. There's too many of them, and they all suck. I don't like the bug kid. He's fucking annoying. I want to punch him in his face. I hate him, and he's there all the time. He's there too much. So get rid of a lot of those. Just give me Ty, maybe give me Cool Guy, Little Brother, and then some broad, because inclusion and whatnot. And and then the show would at least work better on like a production level of like, no matter what, we're gonna spend a good amount of time with all these characters, even if they all suck. They have this many opportunities to win me over. Whereas like with the other characters and with how much it's spread out, like at one random point, it's like a 3-episode arc of some dude we don't care about's Digimon fighting another one. I don't need that. Too much stuff. Give me less. 8 episodes, 4 characters. They fight one giant evil Digimon or some shit with their Digimon. That's the end. Give me that. That's better.
That's why I like the 3rd season. The 3rd season has 3 of them. I think a 4th one joins them later. And literally, it is 30 episodes. It builds to a big bad, and then they're done. And it's like
that's better.
It's a lot better. Like,
well, we'll probably do it.
Pilot,
And don't review it too much because what we're gonna do with Pokemon and Digimon, I guess now, is we'll review like the seasons because the seasons change a lot. Like,
especially with
or not
Digimon.
The seasons, but the what is
like Digimon has different series while Pokemon's like seasons. Where like they'll go to a different region. This is like
like that's what I mean. We're gonna do the different Pokemon regions, and then we'll do the whenever new Digimon come up, kind of like what we're gonna do with skins. So I don't want to review too much of the other stuff.
Yep.
But this is the worst representation of this of this IP. This
wow,
is the
really?
worst thing. I think.
And this is
I
my
think
entry.
it's really bad. It's
bad.
everyone's entry. That's the point.
Wow, really?
And that's what a
Okay.
pilot pod is for.
Yeah.
So, like, according to our platform, we tell people to stay the fuck away from Digimon if you're basing it on this pilot. I think we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But it does get better. It's still a dumb kid show.
Yeah.
And it's still less good than Pokemon, I think, as a whole.
I also agree.
But it can be entertaining, and I think that's what you're going for with a kooky show like this.
Yeah.
You know, like, nobody's watching Digimon to feel like the emotional relevance of being AI stuck with a human being you don't like. That's a good show. You know, that'd be a good show. And like, you know, the Digimon revolt and fucking murder their masters and shit with a virus. That sounds awesome.
Write the fanfic.
That would never happen.
Tell
But
Bridget to write that.
what
That
does
sounds
happen
great.
is
Right?
you see the two best Digimon evolve or combine into one Digimon and do battle with another thing. You see them fuse together. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, like Pokemon's like, okay, okay, we evolved twice and we look kind of the same, but if you like Digimon that like evolve into like a woman and then a tank,
Yeah.
like that's really your thing.
And then they some of them confuse together to make bigger things.
Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, ooh, we're like the same thing. Hello, what is happening? Oh, am I not talking directly enough? I apologize.
It was catching it. It was just kind of on the side, so I just angled you a little better.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Welcome.
I appreciate
I wanted
it.
you right on that.
Right near the beach.
Oh gosh. Which character would you say you are in this ensemble?
I refuse to answer that.
I'd say you're Matt.
Which
You're
one's
just
Matt?
too cool.
You're a cool guy.
Oh, I hate that.
You're
He's
just
the
so
worst.
cool. Wow.
Well, I don't feel like any of them really represent who you are, but I feel like
I think
he's
I'm
the
closer to
closest.
Ty. I'm very pie in the sky. I'm gonna be somebody someday.
I disagree.
You don't think that I'm a positive person?
I think you're far too sadistic to be Ty.
Sadistic?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sadistic.
Well, I feel like you have the temperament of Matt, where you're a lot more chill. Ty's like ADHD off the wall.
That's me. That's me.
I feel like you're the best of both worlds.
Ooh.
Him saying ADHD off the
You
wall.
are literally ADHD off the wall.
Thank you.
Okay, well,
it's something she literally yells at me about
maybe not
constantly.
around me then.
Trying to get Logan to focus on one sentence is hard some days.
That's true.
He just beatboxes.
I do.
Oh my goodness.
Or I write dumb little songs about our dogs on the spot.
It's pretty
That's
cute.
cute. See, Matt's a guitarist. He would totally be
But
Matt.
also, is he the kind of guy that would write a song about his dog? No, Ty is, because Ty is an idiot.
I feel like, okay, people think you're a Matt.
But I'm actually a
But
So
you're
Ty.
you're
a
actually
Ty
a
on the
Ty.
inside? Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
like,
that.
I feel like my cool is just a faux cool. Like, everybody always thinks I'm really cool when they meet me. I'm sorry, it's true. People think I'm like a cool person. And then they get to know me and they're like, this dude's fucking square. This dude's so lame.
I feel like, I don't know the characters, but I feel like aesthetically Cody is the cottagecore lesbian.
I disagree.
I don't know the character.
No, no, no,
I don't know
no.
the character, but I could just see you in that outfit.
Stay tuned to my Lil Nas X like pink cowboy outfit
Stay tuned to our OnlyFans to see.
to see me dressed as Mimi. Maybe the gloves will come off. No, I was gonna say I'm Biomon. Do you remember Biomon?
No, I have to
She's
look
the
him up.
pink bird.
Okay. I love how you went with the Digimon instead of one of the children.
Because she's like responsible.
But the
she's like
Digimon are extensions of their own personalities.
talk,
soft-spoken.
But the Digimon are extensions of their own personalities, so whoever owns that pink bird is you.
Okay, so Sora.
Which one's that?
She's the one with the helmet.
The lesbian with the helmet? Yeah, that's you.
Okay. I'm fine with it. I don't want to be Mimi because Mimi in season 2 has like pink.
Dude, your
cactus
microphone
hair.
is slowly but surely
Okay, I don't know what happened.
There we
Is
go.
it fine now? Okay,
There
cool.
you go. That's perfect.
drifting down.
And I was like, I haven't looked at it in a second, but okay.
I don't know who I am. I've watched none of this.
You're Joe.
I'm Joe. Who's Joe?
He's
Which one's like on the verge of like hidden up Ty?
Sora.
Then probably her,
We're
right?
both Sora.
She's Joe.
She's like, I'm not giving this to you.
Because listen, Joe is like high anxiety.
I am high
No
anxiety.
You know, we never even said the plot to this episode even once.
Okay, they are at camp. It snows. They go through a portal. They meet some weird critters. They talk a lot. They fall off a mountain. They fall off a mountain, and they digivolve.
And that's
they're
the
safe.
end of the episode, essentially.
Because I think it's a 2-parter.
It is a 2-parter, but we're not watching both parts.
I did not. I did not want to watch it. I watched it when I was a child. That was enough.
And it's funny how like it's not really available places.
No, it's
for
not.
instance, we'll put the link to the YouTube video that we watched in the description, so you guys can watch the pilot if you want. That's the version we watched. So if it's also like they took the good part out and we don't know, like tell us. Because we have no idea. Because here's the thing: it's impossible to stream. It's not streaming anywhere. It's not even available to rent anywhere.
That's so weird.
And
I guess nobody gives a fuck anymore about.
I think it has to do with licensing.
Yeah, it's still running. Like I think they have an active season right now.
And then they
take like breaks between.
And they run these on syndication like crazy.
Yeah.
So they probably are holding on to streaming till someone wants to pay a lot because they probably make a lot on syndication.
I'm surprised they also don't do more with like merchandising. Like I feel like this would be such a line that you could do like plushies and like figures. And
I don't know.
Like
I don't think it's big enough.
Really. I remember there was like a pack when I was a kid and I was at Toys R Us and it was all of them and their partner. And I remember jonesing for it. And I asked for it for Christmas. Never got it.
You've always been.
I bet you could buy it on the internet right now for $5.
Let me see. I'm going to look. And if it's $5.
I bet it's actually probably a lot because that sounds really intricate.
I know.
But I bet like to get them individually, like the old ones, especially if they're out of case, you know, if they're like toys out of box, I bet they don't sell for that much because this show is like very niche. This show feels like it only exists in the Midwest of the U.S. Like I can't imagine.
Kind of. I can't. See that.
It's just very much like Cartoon Network or whatever. Or what was it?
It's very much like your parents went to fucking Walmart to buy you a DVD and bought you the wrong one.
Yeah.
And now you have Digimon.
Yeah, grandma's trying to buy you Pokemon.
And she bought you Digimon instead.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck's this?
I
And
feel like that's actually how I found Digimon.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
we were at Toys R Us and I wanted Pokemon.
The only reason that Digimon's big is because Pokemon's so big.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I'm
parents
just
heard
honest.
the name wrong and went with it, or grandparents, aunts, uncles.
It should have really fallen to the wayside like a lot of bad cartoons. But then people started like being interested in it, and then it just started getting more and more elevated as it went along. Not to like anything great, but something better.
I am still looking. I don't see it yet. I do see some sets I had when I was a kid, and one of them's going for $200. So wow, wish I didn't throw away my stuff.
That's always depressing.
200 is not that much.
It's literally for a pack of figures that are less than 2 inches tall. It's like 3 figures.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it does have a following.
Do we do a fuck, marry, kill? I mean, they're children, so I don't think we can.
No, these are definitely children.
Maybe when they're older in the remake, you could do that. But like no.
Like now that you're old enough, kids, we waited till you were legal.
We waited.
Ooh, that feels like we're not reviewing that one on this one.
That's a different episode, buddy.
That's a different episode.
Stay tuned to the OnlyFans. We'll put it
there.
So would you watch the rest of the show?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I figured.
But you will. LOL. You have to watch the rest. You guess not of these seasons though.
There's better seasons.
Okay.
Like
I feel like when we get off the mic, she's like, "By the way, guys, we cannot promise to watch any more of this. I won't watch."
I know.
Is that the conversation you're about to have?
I do have a favorite quote though.
Oh,
when they're fighting the like bug monster, one of them shouted, "I should have brought my bug spray."
That's nice.
Thought that was good. Other than that, this was trash. I'd say
that joke was the shit. The rest of that shit was trash, baby, but that bug joke was on it.
I'd say that bug joke was fire. It is a 1 out of 10 now because of that bug joke.
Ooh, okay, so I found a 2-pack of lesbian and bug guy, and it's going for $80.
Wow.
So apparently they're expensive.
Holy shit.
Well, R.I.P. my childhood dreams.
You hear that, listeners? Sell your fucking
sell your Digimon.
Guys,
apparently it's happening.
Guys,
It's popping.
you guys need the watch more of our videos, subscribe, share it, because we want to start making money so Cody can buy back his Digimon toys as a child.
Can I please? Like, that would be great. I promise all funds will go to Digimon merchandise.
We'll put on a Digimon play for you guys to watch with the figures we get.
We'll make Bridget from the other podcast write a radio play that's Digimon, and we will act it out if you supply us. Great, thank you.
Yeah, guys, seriously.
Yeah.
Subscribe, please.
All right.
Please do.
I beg you.
How do you guys rate this?
It's like a 4. I'd say is being positive.
It's a 2 at best. I'm gonna go with a 1.
All right, guys.
I think people could see it as a 2. It is within the possibility, in the realm of possibility.
It's like when you fart.
But the fact that Cody just said 4 is nostalgia goggles
100%
to the max.
100%.
He is looking at it through Greymon Sphinx right now. Like, he's just seeing straight up that ass because it is awful.
Such a babe.
Everybody loves Greymon.
Everyone loves Greymon.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick pause and come back with High School Musical, the show.
I thought it was the series.
The series.
The something.
Hey, looking for more content? Check out Crosscut Cinema, where me, Franny, and my friends review movies. Or check out a pilot podcast where we review TV pilots with recording artist CL Blue. Or hey, check out me hanging out with my friends on Average Joe Interviews. Socials and links are in the bio. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, it's CL. I have an EP out now called Temple. It's a collection of songs I wrote when I was 18, and it's available on all streaming platforms, wherever you get your music.
So baby, look into my eyes. My body's a temple.
And we're back.
Hello.
We're going to talk about High School Musical, the series. I got it right this time.
You also said High School Musical.
High School Musical.
We're talking about Driscoll the Musical.
Oh.
Cody, are you ready with that?
Oh, sure.
Wikipedia.
Okay.
I mean, it's
is
a
that you
show.
trying to bring the energy?
Yeah.
Here we go, kids.
Is
Here
this
we
the
go,
start of the
kids.
number? It's the start of the number.
It's the start of something new.
She's really trying. She's bringing this energy I've never seen her bring.
I'm trying to bring it.
This could be the start of something new.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
It really does feel so right to be here with you.
I agree. Like, you are the music in me. Okay. So High School
awful.
Musical, the series, is an American mockumentary musical drama streaming television series created for Disney Plus by Tim Federle. Inspired by the High School Musical film series, the series is produced by Chorus Boy and Salty Pictures, love that name, in association with Disney Channel. Let's see, it's airing on Disney Plus. Like I said, it has 2 seasons, 15 episodes so far. Started in 2019 and uses the original soundtrack as well as some other Disney hits.
Yeah. So I'd say I watched more than just the pilot. I watched about 4 episodes. Cody's watched the first season. Mm-hmm. Logan's only seen. We watched like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah,
together.
but I'm fresh on the pilot, and that's about
you're
it.
fresh on the
pilot. I don't really
pilot.
remember what happened.
So let's go over just the pilot. So it takes place at East High, the school, but it takes place like in our world. So like High School Musical exists as like a show.
You guys have a lot of confidence about this yet, or do you know where this is going? About how good it is. How confident are you? How good do you think this gets out, guys?
So it's like my dream come true. But no, it's like it takes place at East High, but East High isn't like Gabrielle and Troy and all that are fictional characters.
It's
like
meta.
the movie. Yeah.
This is
it's
our
meta.
world they're mockumentarying in. This is a world where Disney Channel's films exist. And there's this lady who's like, I was a part of that shit. Spoilers. She really kind of wasn't.
I know. Yeah, she gets a job at the school. Basically, she finds out that the East High has never done a musical of High School Musical or anything to pay like tribute to it. So she gets a job as a mega fan, as a self-proclaimed millennial, but she is not.
She's old.
She is older than a millennial. She gets a job there to be the drama teacher, and her goal is to put on a High School Musical rendition at East High. Antics ensue. She casts some characters. There's this main girl, Olivia Rodrigo, plays the main character.
Nini.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the other people's like real names.
Joshua Bassett is the boy. I don't remember.
He's a bit of a hound.
Ricky, that's his name, I think.
A Bassett hound.
Basically, it deals with like their relationship drama too. Like, it's basically set in the lives of these high schoolers at the real East High as they are preparing to put on a show and try out for High School Musical, the musical.
Guys, it's not good. I don't want to beat around the bush, man. This is
So basically, the first episode. Yeah, it's not good. Did I cut you off?
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so the first episode is about like her coming to the school and then auditions for this. Olivia Rodrigo's character Nini, she's back from musical camp, where I guess she met a hot boy and dumped her boyfriend. And
because he just didn't text her enough.
Because he just won't. She said "I love you" to him in like a nice song that she posted.
And he said nothing.
And he said nothing. So and he said
I guess that is kind of harsh.
No, he actually did say something. He said, "Let's take a break while you're away at this musical theater camp."
Oh,
so
yeah.
she goes away to this musical theater camp. We see like this all happen. She goes away to this musical theater camp, and then the show kind of takes off at the start of the school year. The start of the school year, Miss Jen, the music teacher, the new drama club teacher, she's there and everything. And the boy Nini met at camp is a senior. She's a sophomore, I guess. And he is also like, it was a musical theater camp. Like, she ended up playing the lead opposite of him at camp. So when they find out about High School Musical, they both want to audition for the leads, even though Nini normally plays like the back of a horse or like a fucking plant or something in her school musicals. So there's another girl that's kind of like, I guess they're Sharpay.
She like moved from another school.
Yeah, she like moved from another school.
She's the worst character I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then there's the ex-boyfriend
she exists.
who now regrets breaking up with Nini.
What a fucking lazy fucking story to write.
Yeah.
This girl, she's from another school where she was the top. Like, get rid of this character. I don't care. There's already drama built into this. You don't need to add this extra layer of like this amazing person from another school that's like essentially a super actress. Like, why does that need to happen?
I don't know.
It's just not good.
Wow, Olivia Rodrigo was born in 2003. That makes me want to vomit.
I like that life.
She's been scheming since.
I like that life imitates art here. Like, Olivia Rodrigo wrote that boy a song saying she loved him, and he was like, "Let's take a break." Like, no.
Okay, so the boyfriend that like she wrote the song about is literally.
So Joshua Bassett is the
guy that plays
the guy
Ricky?
that she dated, that like her whole album's about.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and like that's so obvious and bullshit.
I feel like that was just a setup
That's
from
what
Disney Channel.
Yeah, exactly. And like to even like be kitschy enough to like take pictures next to Taylor Swift, the businesswoman of our time.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
was a business decision. It's a fake feud. They both agreed to do it because they knew it would go viral.
Yeah.
She's talented, but she's not this talented.
Well, what bothers me is there's even like recordings of her doing driver's license like several months earlier, and she says that brunette girl. And everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, it's about Sabrina Carpenter, who's also a Disney Channel star." And it's like, she changed it to blonde. That means something. And I'm like,
No, she did that on purpose.
I think it's just they saw an opportunity for press.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I think the changing it like so blatantly is also a part of it.
Yeah.
Like making it so obvious. Like, oh, this should clearly is scheming here. Changing the colors of the hair for no reason.
You can't fucking go on TikTok for 2 seconds without hearing
I've never
her
been
song.
on TikTok.
TikTok. But no, TikTok, literally every other TikTok is her fucking song.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, like she's good.
She's great.
It slaps, but like I'm
there
sick
was
of
a
it.
song that you played me before all this happened.
Deja Vu.
I liked that song.
So I found out about Deja Vu. She did like a songwriting thing. Most of the references are fake anyway. She's like, strawberry ice cream and like watching reruns of Glee was just something we said. It wasn't even a real thing. And I'm like, the mind is shattered because you think it's so personal, but it's not.
Yeah, like she's a fucking businesswoman, and I hate all these people that are saying she's this next big, like, huge musical artist. She's the next big businesswoman, maybe. But she doesn't have the inherent talent. Like, she's like Taylor Swift without actually being super talented. That's how I feel about it. That's how I really feel.
She has a song called "Good for You" that I really like. It reminds me of Misery Business.
That's the one on every single fucking TikTok.
It's good.
It's like she's so calculated is what makes me upset. Like this, like all of her music is calculated. Though even the releases of it are. I don't like artists like that.
But I mean, I feel like she's gonna make it decently big because of that.
No, I know, but I don't want her to become an icon because she's figured out a business model.
She's gonna be an icon. She's this generation's
she's
Taylor Swift.
Biggest debuting solo artist. Like her album, I think, is the third biggest opening on Spotify.
Disney's just creating another Hannah Montana.
I don't think that's it at all.
That's true.
I kind of feel like that is like Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus is like an entirely Disney-made pop star, and she's an entirely Disney-made pop star.
It's a little bit different, though. It's not like she's like a Disney Channel star. Like she's not really viewed in that way. She's viewed as this artist who happens to be on the streaming show.
Yeah.
People care more about her than they do the show.
And in season 2, they've actually kind of written her off. Spoiler.
Wow.
Like, I don't know if she's completely gone, but they've like made it that she's not as like in the forefront.
Gotcha.
So I guess maybe
and also she's a bad
out.
actress, by the way.
She's a way better musician than she is an actress.
She's kind of the worst actress on it. I feel like the Ricky kid does a good job, and the other like boyfriend guy, he does decent. And
like the relationship's fake, guys. This whole breakup thing, it's not real. Like it's all calculated. And I just hate that's what's gonna bring people in artistically. It doesn't matter how good of an artist or talented you are. It's about, can you make a catchy song and then make it go viral? That's all that matters anymore. And it just kind of sucks. Like people used to be rewarded for having skill and talent.
I mean, she fucking hit the nail on the head, though. She's gonna.
Yeah. Oh no,
she's got a bright career ahead of her.
And unless she turns out Army Hammering or something, she's good.
Yeah.
God.
I just think that like that surrounding the show kind of bothered me because I just feel like she's just as good at acting in real life as she is on this show.
Yeah.
I think she's a great vocalist. Like on this show, I think she's done some great stuff. She wrote the actual, like, I guess it's the big song from the first season. It's called All I Want, and she wrote that. So I give her that she's good with like writing chops. She's great with that. I think it's kind of cool that they let.
Would she have blown up if it wasn't for all this conspiracy, though?
No, definitely not.
And that's exactly how I feel about it.
What I was gonna say is, I think it's cool that they gave like their lead actress a chance. They were like, "Yeah, like you wrote a song that we think is really great. Cool, we're gonna put it out on the soundtrack."
That is kind of cool. Yeah, I like how they did a lot of like the traditional songs and everything, but they do have some originals.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I mean, to be fair, I don't think anything's gonna beat the originals.
Oh, I like that. So Ricky, the ex-boyfriend who broke up with her before camp, he decides to win Nene back. He's going to audition for Troy and be opposite her. Well, like the original movie, he was late to the auditions, which I liked that. I liked that they made the Troy late. I thought that
Parallels.
was fun. And then the director, Miss Jen, she says, one thing I've learned in theater is always bet on the underdog. So she cast Ricky and Nene. Ricky, a first-time musical theater actor, and Nene, somebody who's only played like minor roles as Troy and Gabriella.
As a minor.
I mean, they're playing minors, but they're not minors. They're all just 18 to 22.
Do we know that for sure?
I was looking up the ages.
Oh, okay.
What? You look like you're plotting something over there, Logan.
No, it's the fact that I don't know if I'm on the right soundboard or not. And I don't know how to check.
Just play like, something. Let's see.
All right. Yep, I'm right.
Okay, there you go.
That's good. That's good.
I was just like, if I go to play the song at the end and it's just not the song, it's just like if somebody's saying, "Wow, what do I care about your fanny?" or something.
What do I care about your fanny?
About your dirty old fanny.
What do I care about High School
Musical,
Musical, the musical,
thank you
the
for
series?
watching the Dragon Ball Z episode I did, by the way. I know that this
Holy
is not what we're
shit.
talking about, but thank you. That was very nice.
Loved
that
it.
was good. I watched it. 10 out of 10.
But Logan did not love High School Musical, the musical, the series. So give us your hot take.
Oh, I think it's bad. I think Structurally and story-wise, it just does things to make things more spicy between the students. Doesn't really care about a narrative or a plot.
Yeah.
It tries to make office-type jokes without actually being funny. It tokenizes a gay teenager who's putting on the production. I think that's kind of annoying too. I also think that the choreography is bad, like notably bad. And I understand that they mean like, oh, we're trying to be bad on purpose, but like even your bad on purpose is bad. It looks bad. It's bad to watch. It's badly shot. And it's very boring at times. And I don't really, if you don't care about the characters, you don't care about these inner turmoils they're having. But also they directly do things that contradict what they do usually. Just for drama. Like the characters will do things that they wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I agree.
Like the boyfriend stealing the phone, I thought was an odd choice.
That was weird.
Actually, the ex-boyfriend showing up to a play just to be opposite his girlfriend is a bad choice already.
I mean, yeah.
Because like that just doesn't happen.
He's simping.
No, nobody simps to that level because they're like, they just got crushed by this person. They're not going to put themselves out there to that level to be ridiculed possibly.
Yeah.
So
maybe if it was Pokimane.
No, stop it.
They had to romanticize it a little bit.
It was, and then the turnaround and the stealing of the phone thing. And then the new girl being like, just like, I'm going to be sexually promiscuous. Like that's her character. Like, I don't care.
I like what you said about The Office. Like when I was watching this again, I kept thinking it feels like if The Office and Glee were mushed together, but in a bad way. It doesn't feel like High School Musical at all, but it feels like The Office and Glee just gone wrong.
Yeah, in a bad way though, killed me.
I think you really hit the nail on the head with it's just a lot of characters you don't care about.
Yeah.
There's no one who really hooks you. Like if you watch the show, you're watching it because you know Olivia Rodrigo's name. That's probably
and even when they do hook you, they hook you on something, and then these characters do something that makes you fucking hate them. Yeah. Like what the fuck? Like I liked how regretful the boyfriend was. What he should have done is like not even joined the fucking thing, done like stage crew and been like, I'm here to support you with this, not to try to fight out your boyfriend for the fucking same part. So like if he was really like respectful, he would have done that, and then you would have liked that character. But instead, he literally bombs in on them late, riding a skateboard in the fucking hallway like a hooligan.
Ooh, like what if they catch him like singing and like they're like, oh,
that's the one. They catch him in the shower.
Yeah, they catch him in the shower, singing "Can't Fight This Feeling,"
and they threaten him with drug possession,
and they're like, "You will play opposite your girlfriend."
Yeah,
I love Glee. I wish we would have watched Glee instead.
But yeah, like you'd get attached to these characters, and then they just do something that makes you fucking utterly hate them. And it's like,
weird.
Why are you working against yourself just to have that moment of drama? It doesn't have to be constantly dramatic. There's an inherent drama underlining in a love triangle. You don't have to keep fucking being dramatic. Let us like simmer with that. The fucking one of the best dramatic moments in a comedy is, speaking of The Office, is Pam, where she's into Jim, but she's engaged to the other guy. They don't make a big deal out of it every episode, but it is an underlining feeling that everyone's having anxiety about.
Everyone.
Yeah.
They could have easily done that with this. That would have been a better show.
That would have been so good. Oh, I would have loved that so much more if there was like this like low key chemistry between her and her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, and then they just
like let it show through the.
And then it's just a comedy
musical.
with like like make it about the differences of the cast. Have it be like a kooky, like every play practice has a kooky thing to it. Have that be the show with an underlining sense of like this middle romance, but them all growing to be friends together anyway. You know what I mean? Like write a good show. Write a show with interesting characters, not just everyone's a villain when they need to be in that episode.
Yeah.
They also like I feel like Olivia Rodrigo's character is just like Rachel from Glee. They did the two gay parents. They did they did talented, but usually not the star. I mean,
can kind of see it, yeah.
I kind of disagree. I think she's like Marley from season 4.
I didn't care about season 4.
Rachel was always the star. They were like, "Oh, duh, it's gonna be Rachel. She's gonna get it."
And then Marley's like the chick with
and
like,
Marley's like the girl.
Poor
like,
Marley, she's poor and has a fat mom.
Yeah.
Okay, they just mush those.
Mush Rachel and Marley together, and I think
Yeah.
you got yourself a horse race.
I think Yeah, I mean, I like to see inclusion on the Disney Channel. Just sometimes it feels a little.
It was
baited.
cool to see like some gay characters on the show. Like that's
but they're
not something I
tokenized.
ever
Yeah,
explored.
it does feel tokenized. Like she made a Birkenstocks joke. The gay mom did.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, like, not people who are gay aren't just engulfed in gay culture 24/7, covered in pink rainbows and taking dicks in their mouth. I'm sorry, but they have lives and general interests. Why not make a gay character who also happens to like Star Trek or something? Make him being gay not a fucking major plot point of his entire personality.
Yeah.
The show really wants
that
to remind
production
you.
kid is downright offensive.
It's bad.
People don't exist in that way.
The show really wants to remind you that it's about kids in Gen Z.
They do, yeah. They're like, we have 100%. The TikTok.
Gosh. Or the TikTom or whatever.
The TikTok, as she says, Franny said.
The TikTok.
The TikTok.
I'll just keep changing it each time. I'll be a boomer about it.
The Gay Kids podcast.
And if you go on the TikTok, if you go on the TikTok.
Oh gosh. So what would you rate the pilot overall?
I didn't hate the pilot. I really actually liked the pilot. For everything bad I said about it, it's the kind of trash I like.
Franny trashes it for 10 minutes straight and then goes, I liked it. I don't know.
I can't explain it. There's just something about it that I like. I think it's how bad it is. I think that it's a bad amalgamation of everything I love. Like, I fucking love High School Musical. We just did it for Crosscut Cinema. You should check that out. I talk about all my childhood cringe with it. Like the fact that I went to a fucking after school program and we put on our own little, like me and my weird friends put on our own little High School Musical plays, but I was the fat kid, so I always played the guys. So High School Musical just has a special place in my heart. So does Glee, and so does The Office, and it even Glee and Grease are so hand in hand. It's just like one of those things that I gotta love it even though I hate it. So I'm gonna give this a good I'm gonna give this like a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little above average because I kind of like the kitschy dumb humor of the first episode. It's
not kitsch if it's not clever.
It gets worse after the first episode.
You mean socially awkward?
Yeah.
Because it's not kitsch. Because it's not clever. It's literally never clever on this show. I watched the whole episode.
I kind of like it, but it makes me. It makes me feel weird. It makes me feel like I relate more to the teacher character than the.
It's a 2.5 out of 10. Legit 2.5 out of 10. It's a 2.5 out of 10.
I was gonna say 3, and I've watched the whole first season, so
that's an educated.
Well, I want to say I'm a little blinded because it does kind of blur together. So maybe the pilot would have been like a 4 for me, but the whole thing is like a 3.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna say 3.
He's breaking the rules of the exact podcast we have.
Listen, okay, fine. 4. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Okay.
2.5 out of 10, right here. 2.5.
Would you
2
say,
and almost another one? 2.5. What
would you say that any of the characters remind you of yourself?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't see any of them.
Because they're not characters; they're drama machines.
They're caricatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they really aren't deep.
There's not even they're not deep. They literally changed the entirety of their personality for plot relevance.
Just 100%.
It's just like, oh, now I'm cheating. What? What's happening?
Like,
why? It doesn't get better. Oh goodness.
It's a mess. I don't know. I don't think any of you should really waste your time watching it too much.
What's crazy is we're
Franny.
reviewing this one based on relevancy, and that's why we did the other High School Musical reviews, because we're doing this one. And it's funny now because we hated this the absolute most. But it's also the absolute least important to me, which is weird.
I just love High School Musical.
I hate it so much, but I don't even hate it enough to ever talk about it again. At the same time, you know what I mean?
Interesting. Okay.
It's just really nothing, isn't it?
I want to watch at least the first episode of season 2 because they do apparently Belle. They do Little Town from Beauty and the Beast, and that's all I want to see. That's the only reason why I might watch the next season because I think they're doing Beauty and the Beast.
He fucking loves Beauty and the Beast.
I love Beauty and the Beast. God, Emma Watson. Okay.
Our film fans out there gonna be like, he likes the Emma Watson one. What?
Well, I mean, I like the original.
I've never seen it,
but the Emma Watson one,
it's really dark.
Wow.
I don't mean dark in the sense of its personality. I mean the screen is dark.
I was it's moody.
It's really dreary, kind of fucking oh, tell my pussy, really not in a good mood ever.
That's my vibe.
Do you think people bought the Disney streaming service for this show?
Yes, I know that for a fact.
100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
But here's the thing too. They'll never get the correct numbers because they put out Mandalorian at the same time as well. So Mandalorian this might be a little bit of a controversy, guys, but it might be a little kicked up farther than people realize. Just saying.
Interesting.
Wow.
But it actually, yeah, there were legitimate High School Musical super fans out there that held
Like
watch
me?
parties.
I used to hold watch parties for that kind of shit.
We used
But
to
now
go
I'm
over
an
to my
adult.
But
cousin's
now,
house,
but now all these women are adults.
Yeah.
You know?
and men.
And
I
and
went to
Cody.
a watch party.
Did you
I
really?
went to my cousin's and we. Well, listen, I was the only boy, so they made me watch it in my aunt's bedroom while they were in the living room. So I watched the
baby.
second one alone.
Oh,
But
I would have watched it with you, Cody.
It was good. Oh, thank you.
I had
If-
I had a
If you
party.
would watch it with me, guys, subscribe. And we'll watch it together.
Every subscription out there is another person in little Cody's room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, my aunt's room.
In little Cody's aunt's room.
We'll sit on the
Oh.
bed together. It'll
We
be
need
nice.
a shirt that says every time you subscribe, another person's added to little Cody's aunt's room.
That's a lot. That's a lot to put on the back of a t-shirt.
But no, this is so bad, guys. It's not even like fun bad. It's just bad.
I just like, well, I think the only time I was having a good time was when they were singing High School Musical songs.
Yeah.
I think that was when
the
I
little
was
kid,
like,
and you were just
okay.
like, yeah.
This made me realize.
I know this one. I know the words to this
This
one.
made me hate teenagers because, like, I hate.
She's like, I like this show. It makes me hate
teenagers.
I just want to like when like Nene and Ricky don't want to like talk to each other, so they
I
don't
can see
fucking
that.
participate in the.
Franny,
like,
though, do you not see what you've
practice?
just done, though?
I don't give a fuck. I refuse to rate a High School Musical piece lower than a 6.
What was the show that we watched with Christina Applegate? It wasn't that long ago.
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me.
It reminds me of Dead to Me with the fact that they just don't communicate. And that just like, it's like, I get that that's like a problem. Like,
I had a
that's
friend
plot, but-
Yeah,
say that I'm completely wrong about Dead to Me and kind of give me a little lecture about it, by the way.
it's
Oh,
a good
really?
show.
He was going off about like how I'm totally wrong, and I'm just like, you're totally wrong. I'm the critic, lol. But anyway, no, he's a buddy, but like you're wrong though, and like I'm right, and like a couple hundred people agree. Anyway,
Do you want to shout
Dead
him
to Me is
out?
a great show.
It's not.
It is.
It could have been.
It
This
is.
could never have been.
This could have been.
Well, I guess
done
the version
entirely
that I just-
different.
Yeah, the version
was
that I pitched,
literally
like, 10 minutes
what you
ago.
said, I would have been in
But they
on.
don't hire guys like me.
If they would have
We're
gave the
mentally ill.
characters
Well, because of iCarly.
even an ounce of depth.
What does that mean?
Oh my god!
What does that mean, Cody? Get the fuck out of here. That's so mean. He just called me Dan Schneider.
Oof.
That fucking asshole.
I just meant that they probably won't hire like older men.
Now he's old.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I'm older than you.
He called
I'm
me.
thinking-
He called me a predator and old.
You know,
He's
even
like, and you know what makes it worse that you're predatory? The fact that you're an old ass
You're
one.
old.
regardless, you guys are still the age that they cast as teenagers on the fucking Disney Channel. So
That's not true. I
I
hope.
bet they've cast like
Well, Corey Monteith was like 27 when they
Exactly.
hired him for
But
Glee,
that's
that
different.
was Glee.
That's a Fox show where like the kids needed to look older because people were gonna sexualize the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
They were like sexualized every week.
Yeah.
They can't actually look like teenagers. That'd be fucking crazy.
Welcome to Acafellas. Do you remember that?
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't have an Acafellas episode with the fucking kids from this one that look like infants dancing
yeah.
around.
I don't want to see the kid that plays Ricky with his shirt off. I know he's a full grown adult, but still,
But he's
keep
still,
it on, buddy.
He looks like a little boy.
Keep it on,
does.
buddy. I know you're like
does.
20, but still,
Buddy, only at the pool. Only at the pool, okay? Okay, little guy?
No peeing in the hot tub.
Here's a Beyblade. Fuck off.
Ooh. Was there a Beyblade?
We have, there's a Beyblade show.
Oh.
We have Beyblades, but we don't have the fucking spinner releasers.
Do you think the dollar store has it?
Yo, I know, right? I want
I
to.
feel like that's something the dollar store would have. Would be like
Maybe.
just like a weird thing.
maybe in 2005.
Cody hasn't evolved since then.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for my fusion digivolution. Okay, give me
There's
time.
people who have no idea what we're talking about right now. 'Cause they
We
skipped
tied it
ahead.
back like a nice little bow, though.
It's a whole. In order to understand, you have to watch the whole feature.
Oh God.
skip this. The end.
I just see the weirdest people walking down the street of my trailer park. There was a guy who walked by.
Can we just have a podcast where we look out the window of our trailer and
he looked like
narrate
a
what's
white
out there?
Rastafarian.
Oh.
I'm not surprised.
I don't like that.
I don't see anybody.
I don't like that.
So if you guys enjoyed this and you want to tell us what else you want us to watch,
Yes.
leave it in a comment below, okay? And if you want more notifications, hit the bell because we post every other week.
Yes.
And
Which will probably be kicking up a little bit.
hopefully, yeah.
I
hope so.
I didn't know how to. I didn't want to. I don't want to make any promises to anybody, but I'm telling you, you're likely to get more content from us soon.
Yeah, if you
But
like
I don't.
it,
I don't
we'll
want to
make
say
more.
exactly what it is because I don't want to make people excited for something that's not going to.
You can also email us suggestions at apilotpodcast@gmail.com. You can email us anything.
Well, not anything.
Well, not
No, not anything.
under reasonable restrictions.
The rule is if you email it to your grandma.
Oh.
And don't worry about if grandma can read the email or not. That's not the question.
Well, she does have dementia.
Logan and I have another podcast. It's Crosscut Cinema. We just recently reviewed
High School Musical 1 through 3.
Yes.
Senior year.
So you can hear all of my thoughts on Zac Efron. I tell you about my interaction with him in person. I talk about how much I fucking hate him. It's awesome. You'll love it.
But he's part of my favorite joke. You can call me Zach because I don't know what the F rhymes with me.
Oh God, I love it.
Sorry. Okay.
Logie has his own podcast.
Yeah, what do you
too.
have?
His
I actually have
own
my own channel. Go to youtube.com/Logan Tyler. That's my channel. Sorry, Logan Tyler Music. Your family's adorable, but I will forever conquer this IRL from now on.
You are the official Logan Tyler.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry, bro. This is how it goes. But I post clips over there, other video content, and I also do like short series podcasts. Like I interview my friends in this show called Average Joe Interviews. It's really awesome. But also it will keep you up to date on what we're doing because I'll be posting clips sometimes even before the podcast, so you get a taste of what's coming.
Oh, and Logan was in a short film recently that we
are
linking in the description.
No, I love it.
So much
Yes.
stuff.
I don't like people looking at me, but
It's
I love
called
it.
Come On, Trust Me.
Thank you, everybody who went over there and watched the video. Make sure to comment on it and like tell them how much you love it because they worked really hard on it. But thanks to everybody who went over there and watched it for me when we posted about it. That was awesome.
Yeah. And I have an EP. It's called Temple, and you can listen to it anywhere and follow me on social media at CLBlueOfficial.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.